Okay, I'll come.
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls. Get there, thinking waterfalls. It is the fucking worst place in Canada.
In Niagara Falls?
Oh my god,
Really?
I hated it.
Why? Because it was so touristy.
So touristy.
Yeah.
It was like so many casinos and people, and we went for a
Right.
walk into the woods, and it was just more of the same in Toronto thing. Like it was just the whole drive there. It like, you know how
Yeah, you're right. All those
you feel
casinos.
like you're getting out. You feel like you're getting out of the city, but
Yeah.
it just doesn't end, and then it comes, and then at
The
night.
only part that I object to, though, let's do the night part, but is that it's such a spectacular amount of water falling over those falls.
Absolutely,
Okay.
that was
And then at night,
incredible.
yeah.
And like I was like, when I got to focus on that and like really
Yeah.
blot out the thousands of people that were there.
Yeah. Yeah.
At night, it's fucking lit up with lights, and
Right.
it looked awful.
It's super tacky. Actually.
Oh, it was so
right.
tacky.
You're so right. It's that very like
Like the
that's so
color
funny.
changes throughout.
Yeah.
It's like you look like a goddamn snow globe. Like
Yeah.
just
It's
don't.
true. The massive epic wonderfulness of nature just needs a little bit of human intervention.
Yeah.
That's all that we're just gonna. But this will make it nice. That's what I found with in Myanmar. Myanmar is in a lot of their shrines, right? So they really buy into their shrines.
I
They really
love
like it.
shrine ideals.
Me too. Shrines are kind of a cool thing. It's a great way of bringing. The nice thing I like about shrines is that they're in the home, and so it's your relationship with whatever your god is. But these shrines were like pretty closed off country, and so there's some nice long-standing tradition within the shrines, and sometimes you would see really, quite beautiful ones, very, very, very ornate and things, and they would just be so tackified by little neon lights or little, accessories and things that are just cheap dollar store kind of shit. But it's all perspective, right? Because it's the electricity's not was not always so common, and like that was the luxury kind. Look at this neat thing that lets it do this, and then the light, because they relate to the totems as characters, not as objects in the same way. The light is like, it accentuates, and it's bright and it's fun and it's playful. Even though to me it looks really tacky because it's just such cheap plastic against this nice old piece of carved or sculpted or whatever, this beautiful piece of art that your family has used as a traditional token tribute to your god and deity for generations, and now you're just now you're literally putting like 75-cent LED lights on it that are like a disc of LEDs that sort of spins, or like it just looks so discordant. It's so not.
Yeah, I get it. And plastic. Just the idea of plastic is so mundane to us now.
Yeah.
But like if you dropped in with like a couple pieces of random plastic and gave them to anybody prior to plastic being invented,
Yeah.
just blown away by the texture of it alone. It just feels so different from everything else. Its weight, its hardness, and the versatility of plastic itself. Like from
I mean, you're right. Plastic is incredible as a technology.
However, you're at
As an aesthetic,
I hate it.
and there's even good plastic. It's just like I guess that's what it kind of comes to for me too. Is this non-nuance between like what a good plastic is. One of the things that I can't stand about plastic is that it's so accessible to go to the next shittier tier. So like you can in metal, metal making is hard, and it's difficult to form, and it's difficult to move around, and if you're gonna make something out of metal, then you're already pretty committed to that object. So the extra effort to put a bit more design in, or to make the thing a bit more right, is kind of there. The harder and more robust the object that you're making, the more you're likely to invest in the refinement or time that it takes to make it a better object. And there's like a corollary there, like there's an opposite one, which is that the cheaper that object is, so something like plastic material, where you are literally you can go as cheap as you could ever imagine on plastic, And you're constantly fighting that battle of, is this strength really necessary, or can I cut out this strength? And do I need all of these curves, or do I need to trim off all of the seams from the plastic injection molding, or what do I really need to do here? And it just lets you get ever so much closer to that line of cheapness. And then the quality of just the discerning judgment of all the people who then go and buy those objects is also so tempted by that extra 75 cents off or extra $9 off of whatever the production value is, which turns into real things. $9 off of production value when it goes through the whole system might be $30 or something, I don't know. Certainly. But it's all that to say is that plastic just has this enormously accessible cheapness. Like it just lets you go. It services your temptation to reduce the overall quality of the objects that you interact with. It's not inherently bad.
No,
because there's incredible things that plastic do that nothing else can do. But it has this phenomenal non-reusability and staying power. So my sister will say this is a great line. She says, every toothbrush you've ever used still exists. Right?
I hate that.
Yeah, and then you think about all the other plastic objects that she's not including in that analogy.
Surely not combs.
Every single one.
Cups?
Every single one.
Crates?
No, those go to the moon. But most of them.
I guess.
Crazy, right?